Welcome to Cooking in Finland, formerly known as Cooking in Russia. This time I'm revisiting one of the most popular dishes in the world, fried chicken. As you may know, I have a recipe in my books and an accompanying video on fried chicken already, but those were many years ago, and I have made some serious improvements to the KFC style chicken since then, because that's what chefs do. We work to improve recipes all the time. There's actually not that much work to making this, but it will take 2 to 3 days of time left in the refrigerator in order for it to come out perfectly, as I will explain. The first step is the marinade. Now the spice mix for this can be prepared in larger amounts, but I strongly advise you to only grind the amount you're going to use when you're about to use it, because things like dried rosemary lose their potency soon after you grind them. So you mix a tablespoon of the freshly ground spice mix with 30 milliliters or about 1 ounce of buttermilk or kefir for every 3 pieces of chicken. I suggest only cooking drumsticks and or thighs for the best results because the skin and the bones will keep the chicken moist. Mix the chicken pieces well with the marinade and then refrigerate for about 24 hours. Now that the chicken has been marinated, mix up your dry coating in the quantity you'll need for the number of pieces of chicken you're going to make. Do this first because the liquid part of the coating should be used quickly after mixing. For the wash, combine some egg whites with a tiny bit of milk, preferably skim milk. About 1 teaspoon of milk per 2 egg whites, which is ample for 3 pieces of chicken. Use a handheld mixer to beat the egg whites until fluffy white. The protein in the milk will help stabilize this mix. Now put the marinated chicken pieces in the dry flour mix and coat well. The marinade will glue the flour on, so do not wipe the marinade off. You can discard whatever extra marinade might remain in the bottom of the container when you're done though. Now coat the chicken pieces in the whipped egg white and then back into the flour. Try not to handle the chicken directly at this point. Toss the bowl around. Yes, it'll get a bit messy, but ignore that. You can clean up later. Leave the chicken pieces in the flour with enough room that they do not touch each other, and there's a considerable surplus of the dry mix. If you're doing a lot, you'll need a large deep tray. Now cover it with a double layer of cling film and refrigerate for a dead minimum of 2 hours, but for the best results, refrigerate for 2 full days. Now preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius with fan assist on, and heat oil in a deep fryer also to 180 degrees. Remove the chicken gently. The coating should be very well stuck on. Deep fry for 8 minutes, then cool for about a minute just by lifting up the fry basket out of the oil. Place on a wire rack above a sheet pan. This is very important so the hot oven air can circulate around the pieces. Roast in the oven for another 7 minutes. Now remove and turn the pieces over on the wire rack. Let them cool for about 15 minutes more before eating. I don't care how many home recipes you've tried for fried chicken, I promise this is going to be the best one you've ever had.